I'm Kaitlin DeCaney.
And I'm Hannah Tapsing, and we asked a whole bunch of people what the meaning of life and the purpose of marriage is.
We got a whole bunch of different responses.
What is the purpose of marriage?
I feel the purpose of marriage is finding your soulmate. And we lived together for 16 years before we were fortunate enough to have a child. And I think we're on our way.
Alrighty. What is the meaning of life?
To find happiness. To find happiness.
Okay. What is the purpose of marriage?
The purpose of marriage is to find someone and fall in love with them and get married and raise children and raise them up to be good Catholics so that they can get into the kingdom of heaven.
Okay. And what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life, that's a very interesting question. I probably am not going to know until I get to heaven. But I think the purpose of life is for us to learn how to deal with trials and tribulations so that when we get to heaven, we will appreciate all the greatness and glory.
What is the purpose of marriage?
To me, the purpose of marriage is to share a unique bond with your loved one. That's a connection.
Okay.
With one.
Okay, what is the purpose of life?
Well, that's a philosophical question, and the significance of life in general. What is the meaning of life? Once I know, I'll let you know.
What is the purpose of marriage?
To be with the one you love forever.
Okay, what is the purpose of life?
To live the word of God.
Okay, Dad, tell me what you think the purpose of marriage is.
I think the purpose of marriage is to promise your life together with your wife and to raise a family.
Okay. What do you think the meaning of life is?
The meaning of life. I think the meaning of life is a belief in God. That if you believe life was created accidentally without any God, then there really is no meaning to life. That if you believe that God created life, then he must have created life for a purpose. So I would think, therefore, the meaning of life would be to try to lead the best life you possibly can.
Okay, what do you think the purpose of marriage is?
I think the purpose of marriage can be different for different people, but some of the purposes for marriage are to have a family, and a family could be a husband and wife, or it could be, I think, a husband and husband, or a wife and wife, and it could certainly involve children. But I think it's a way of unifying people and helping people to sort of be a part of the world, not alone.
Okay. Well, what do you think the meaning of life is?
I think that the meaning of life is, I think that life has meaning in the sense that every individual life, I think, is worth something, and I think that people can add more meaning to their life by the way they interact with and love other people.
What is the purpose of marriage?
An exemption at the end of the year.
Okay, and what is the meaning of life?
To raise my kids to be decent people so they in turn will raise their kids to be decent people and
What
carry
is the
it on.
purpose of marriage?
People get married so they can say that they love each other even though sometimes it's not true.
Okay then. What is the meaning of life?
People live to experience their godly figures and so that they can find God. And
what is the purpose of marriage?
Companionship and sharing.
What is the meaning of life?
To enjoy this beautiful world and leave it a better place.
What is the purpose of marriage?
The purpose of marriage is to collect money for the state in which you live, and so that when you're deceased, your loved one can collect your Social Security.
Okay, and what is the meaning of life?
life is to be good, be kind unto others, and do unto others as they would have done.
What is the purpose of marriage?
The purpose of marriage is to share your life with someone that you love and to have children.
What is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life is to be kind and to love each other.
What is the purpose of marriage?
Purpose of marriage is to share your life with another person.
Okay, and what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life, meaning of anybody's life, should be to give back to everybody and show kindness.
Purpose of marriage. You have to answer.
To try and be happy and struggle through life.
Okay, and what is the meaning of life?
You get tests to try and, I don't know, make you see how strong you are to get through life, because it's all struggle.
Oh.
In conclusion, we learned that all people have a different opinion on marriage. Women say it is to have children, and it seems men for a bond. All agree that you should be in love with the person you marry.
The answers we got about life were that people wish to find happiness and hope to get to heaven. Everyone thinks that every day is special and has its own purpose.